What I'm trying to get across in 66 books is that Bible study is a serious business. The great preachers such as Spurgeon knew there was no shortcut to Bible knowledge. Somebody has to do the real work. The rest of us can only trust their judgment. Laypersons in the church don't have much to worry about unless their pastors haven't done their homework. But most do, and will have at least several classic commentaries in their libraries, in addition to basic tools like a variety of translations, one or more concordances, and language tools like Hebrew and Greek lexicons. But Jehovah's Witnesses have none of these advantages, not only because they have no one like Lightfoot and Bruce, who has the credentials and the willingness to devote a lifetime to unfolding a few dozen pages of Scripture. Now, even with this type of dedication, it is just possible that such men may not be infallible. In other words, even a lifetime of research is not going to answer every question and solve every problem relating to a given text. That's why Bible commentaries continue to be written. No one Bible teacher is infallible, and all of them conceivably have blind spots. But where does this leave Jehovah's Witnesses? Not only do they have no Bible scholars, they don't have the protection the Christian has of a multitude of options. For instance, in my library I have over 30 commentaries on each of Genesis, Acts, and Romans, and the book of Revelation. The witness at any given time has only one official exposition. We can't by any stretch of the imagination call them commentaries of Revelation, and none at all of even basic Bible books, and by that I mean books like Genesis, Acts, and Romans. The witness is not encouraged even to read older Watchtower publications on the same subject, let alone the commentaries of Christendom. Indeed, if he read the Watchtower's former official interpretations of Revelation, such as The Finished Mystery or Light by Rutherford, he would likely leave the Watchtower fold. Now you can readily see why the witnesses are in such a predicament, and why I was in that predicament 15 years. Having nothing with which to compare his Bible study, so-called, and having no proper Bible tools other than a concordance, which most never use, by the way, he has no way of knowing how bare the Watchtower table really is. Now, back in 1972, in the first flush of my enthusiasm for Bible tools, I acquired a copy of Robertson and Plummer's great commentary on 1 Corinthians. But it sat in my library virtually untouched for my whole 15 years in the Watchtower. Why would a Jehovah's Witness study 1 Corinthians? Outside of his usual handful of proof texts, for instance, chapter 1 verse 10 on the need for unity, and chapter 3 verse 11 to flatten the Pope's pretensions about having a foundation upon which we can rely, or chapter 5 on disfellowshipping, etc. The witness has no need to know anything about the background of 1 Corinthians, the setting of it, or even the themes of this or any other Bible book. There is a token recognition that a little more would be helpful, so 4 or 5 pages on each book in their textbook that was used for at least a couple of generations, called All Scripture is Inspired and Beneficial. But most witnesses would have fits telling you, say, what prompted the peculiar emphases in Paul's epistles, or why John's Gospel only mentions the kingdom in 2 places, or how the various New Testament books fit into the chronology of Acts. Now, in the next segment, we'll talk about the fact that Bible reading is crucial in removing one permanently from the Watchtower's web.